Good morning, everyone. So let's start today's stream with previous day's price delivery. So what happened yesterday? We took a shot at this breaker and we started targeting lower prices. But what really happened? So when price is moving in one direction, the opposite colored candles should support price. So that's what ICT has always told us. And this candle failed to support the price delivery. So this was my invalidation. Before the break of this level, I took my exit here because I started seeing the FEGs are getting respected here, right? So I exited my positions here, and price did come very close to the target of this low here, but it did not quite take it out. In GU, it's the same case. See the FEGs. No, there is no FEG here, but you can see the downside candles are very low, have started to become very low here, and this FEG has turned into a high FEG, inverse FEG, right? So this was early signs of price being reversed. So this is why I exited my trades on both EU and GU. And on the previous day's trade, I exited at the invalidation of this level. So this was the status. Let's start with today's analysis. So this is the daily chart. So from the daily chart, we can clearly see that price is taking internal liquidity on the sell side, and it is moving for external liquidity on the buy side. Right. What about GU here? It's the same thing here, but we also have a big SMT. Yeah. These lows were taken out in GU, whereas in EU it has not been taken out. So this would give us another SMT at the highs in the future, not right now. We will expect price taking out this high in EU very soon and very quicker than GU. Okay, see, this high is already taken out in EU, whereas it has not taken out in GU. This is the 4-hour time frame. From the 4-hour time frame, what we can see here is so price has started taking external liquidity on the upside, and it has started creating internal liquidity in the sell side. So price is going to come down, take this internal liquidity, and then move up higher. In 1 hour, it's the same thing. We have internal liquidity at this area here. So we can expect price to retest down to this area, and we can target price when price moves up higher. So this was the manipulation range for H1. Our target exactly lies between this old high here lies exactly between the 2 and 2.5 standard deviation. So this is a good confirmation for us to look for longs. What about the 15-minute time frame? Sorry, I forgot to analyze the GU. So this is the 4-hour in GU's chart. We do not see any clear FEG on the buy side here. There are no buy side imbalances created on this move up here, whereas in EU we got a clear buy side imbalance and swing highs being taken out. In GU, it's not quite the case, because we see swing highs being taken out, but no buy side imbalance is being created as of now. In 1 hour time frame, Okay, we see some kind of there are buy side imbalances on the buy side. See, there are multiple instances. See, this is getting respected. This is getting respected. Right. So all we have to do now is wait for price to come to the internal liquidity, and then we'll target price higher. I prefer EU because it's bullish than GU, and our bias is bullish, so it's better to go with EU today. So if we are bullish, where is the Judah swing or the protraction for EU? It has not happened yet, so that's what we should wait for. We should wait for price to take out these lows here. So that would be taking out this low and also reimbalancing this imbalance here, this H1 imbalance, right? So that would be the Judah swing for us today. So once that is over, we'll look for long positions. So this is the bias for us today. We'll wait for it to deliver. trader has asked a question, why don't you use 5 minutes CIST as your entry? Because there are certain time frames, bro, for trading. I trade the daily power of 3 model. Okay, for this time frame, for this model, the time frame that better suits is the M15 time frame. So if we follow the M5 time frame, we get a lot of false moves. Like if we cannot consider this change in state of delivery as the high of the daily candle, right? There needs to be certain back-tested data that supports our the things that we do. Okay, so for me, I back-tested in the M5 and M15 time frame, and I found great results in the M15. So that's why I use M15 instead of M5. I'll share some of my recent findings with you guys. Okay, so I was actually checking why my trades were not working for the last 2 days on Monday and Tuesday. So I found certain details that helped me refine my model. Okay, so if we focus on Monday, what happened was, see, price took out this liquidity. So this was our manipulation. What is the total size of this manipulation is around 56 pips. Okay, so this, I compared this with my backtested model details, and I found that my manipulation sizes were almost half of this, around 20 to 25 pips only. So I would expect a 50 pips movement during the London Open Kill Zone or for the remaining day. So that was the backtested data that I have. So this manipulation range itself was 56.8 pips. So for whenever price is above, the manipulation size is above the backtested data of mine, what we can do is we can switch to the 5-minute time frame. Okay, and we can look for a breaker in that time frame. See, here we have it. Sorry, not this one. I guess this is the one. Yeah. So in 5 minutes, okay, this, okay, right. I saw a 2022 model here, but I think okay, it was here, right? Fine. See, here it was a mitigation block reversal instead of a breaker reversal. So this is not always high probability. A breaker reversal is a high probability one, but a mitigation block reversal is not a high probability one. So what we can do is we could have generally avoided this trade because it is above the sample size that we have obtained with our backtested data. So we should have avoided the trade on the Monday. I guess this is the one. Yeah, this one should have been avoided. And on Tuesday we also got the same kind of movement, equal highs being raided, and we got a break of structure to the downside, change the state of delivery to the downside. But if we drop down to the 5-minute time frame, we can see what is this? Yeah, this is the 2022 model. How? Because price raided the equal highs here. What happened? It broke structure with displacement. So our entry point should have been at this FEG. If we had taken entry at this FEG and if we had targeted the Asian lows, sorry, this is not the right tool. Yeah, here it is. If we had targeted just the Asian lows, so this is about 65 pips. Okay, so this is about 5.5 hour. This is the right wave that we should have read. On 15-minute time frame, the breaker size was about, it was larger than 25 pips. I checked it. So it's about 37.9 pips, which is way larger than 20 to 25. Our ideal manipulation size should have been within 20 or 25 pips. So if we check in the M5 time frame, here this is the manipulation area. If we measure it, see it's around 21.4, well within our range. And if we can find any kind of entry, we can use 2022 model, we can use breaker entry, or if you have if you feel taking entry on any other PDRA that is easy for you, like IFVG or OB or mitigation block itself, because I find it to be hard to trade on a mitigation block, because generally we have a failure swing on top of the mitigation block, and I see price taking out the failure swing later at a later point of time. So that's why I don't personally trade the mitigation blocks, but if it works for you, you can trade it. So this is what I have found recently, that I need to limit my manipulation size in terms of pips. So I have to measure everything, and I need to check if it falls within my category. I can expect only some limited movement for the London Open kill zone, and as well for the entire range of the daily candle. So a manipulation about 25 pips means we need to get at least 50 pips movement in the London Open kill zone. So did we get that? Let us check. So this was 21.4 pips, but what was the manipulation in the M15? The manipulation in the M15 was about 37.88 pips. So if we are targeting 2 hour, how much should we make? So we should be making about 75.6. So that should be about 75.6 pips movement for the entire day, not just the London Open kill zone, because this is not the 4-hour candle trade, this is the daily candle trade. So we should be expecting about, okay, what happened? Oh, right. Two standard deviation was right here. See, this is 76.4 something. 76.4 pips or something. 75.6. Yeah, this is the right one. So this is the total area that we are expecting price to deliver. So whenever this delivery is more than 50 pips, it becomes hard. Price does not reach the target when the expected range is above 50 pips. So what we have to do is, we have to select our models. We have to select the models based on the manipulation size, which should be less than 20 or 25 pips, and our total range will be lesser than 50 pips. So if we get model like that, then we can trade the daily power of 3. If not, we should trade some other model. For instance, on yesterday we got a clear 2022 model. So we could have targeted, we could have entered based on the 2022 model, and we could have targeted 2 hour or any other session liquidities that aligns in the direction of the trade. For in this case, it was the Asian lows. So this was my recent findings. So this is how I have modified my trade. I am implementing this kind of limitations on the manipulation, and I use this criteria to select my trades. If you have any questions, please do let me know. I'm guessing that today we are going to see some kind of delayed protraction. So, okay, we have a SMT here, right? Yeah, this low is taken out in GU, but not in EU. Okay. So, but it has not tapped into the today open. Okay, that is okay. This SMT is very much valid, and if we see a clear candle close above this high, we can take entry on this breaker in GU. I did say that I don't want to take trades on GU today because EU is bullish than GU, but it also proves other thing. See, EU is not going down, so it is stronger, but GU has gone down. So I don't see what we get here is a mitigation block entry. I already said that whenever a mitigation block forms, see what we have here is a failure swing, and price would come down later and take it out. So let's see if we get a SMT at the highs, and if we can target price lower. Because we were expecting price to trade into the internal liquidity, so that's why I'm saying taking a shot based on SMT at the highs. But if we have to take the daily power of 3 trade, it should be from the below 2-day open, and we should find some kind of entry at this area, at the H1 and H4 FEG. So should we look for longs or shorts? Uh, which has the highest probability of working out? So what do we have to see here is, did we have any raid of short-term highs in the 1 hour time frame? What do I mean by that is, see, price always takes out a low before moving up. So that's how we get the ITH formation, sorry, ITL formation. So we need to see that happen. So when we see that happen, then we can take a long entry after that, because we already got a ITH formation, ITL formation, intermediate term low formation. So we can take long after that, but we don't have a ITL formation yet. So what we have to do is, I am personally expecting a ride lower. Okay, price to raid the the swing lows here. So once this is raided, we'll get an ITL, intermediate term low, a low that is lower than or has two STL on either sides of it. So what is the significance of ITL is, we have an order block when we get an ITL. So it would be highly resistance for price to go against it, and it will propel price up higher. So that's what I'm expecting. So we have a SMT at the lows, but this is very minor and it has now tapped into the true day open. So the true day open is not essentially supporting this price move upside. So what we can expect here is, we would be getting a SMT at the highs as well, because the EU is very bullish now. EU will trade this high before GU, right? See how far GU is from this high, how near EU is. So it's just a few pips. How much? 10 pips, I guess. Right, 10 to 12 pips. What about GU? GU is quite far. It's about 30 pips, 3 times the distance. So that's why I'm expecting SMT at the highs. So when we have SMT, what we have to do is, we can drop down to the lower time frame and we can expect a change in state of delivery. Why I am dropping down to the lower time frame is, we are bullish in the higher time frame and we are expecting an ITL formation in the H1. So we could trade the move that makes the ITL here, and after that we could look for a long entry. So this is why I have a intermediate or the short term, intraday short bias. I'm not expecting what to say. I'm not expecting a large move to the downside. I'm just expecting price to move from this point to this point. It should be within 30 to 50 pips. Let me quickly check that out. So let's assume that I take an entry here. So this is 50 pips, well within 50 pips, right? So this is the trade that I am looking to fold out. So let's see. The Asian range should be within 30 pips, bro. So if we measure this one right here, wow, it's well above 30 pips. So right, I failed to measure this one here. So yeah, we will not be seeing a good move in the London Open today, because Asian has already trended. So when Asian consolidates it, when it is within 30 pips, we can see expansion move in the London. So when the expansion has already occurred in Asian session, we don't expect London to expand as well. We expect London to consolidate when the Asian has already expanded. So good one, bro. So yeah, we don't expect. We are not. We don't generally expect big price movements when Asia has already traded above 30 pips. We have got almost 70 pips today. So it's correct to expect internal range liquidity trade that is within 50 pips. See guys, this is the 1 o'clock H4 candle open. So in order for us to get a high, what should happen? Price should trade above the open, and it make a some kind of manipulation there. So we are already expecting a manipulation here. What kind of manipulation? SMT. So we are expecting SMT above the highs, which is also the H4 open. And if we see a CISD, we can look for shorts. See how this trade is nicely lining up. This is a good one. We are going to look for SMT here and change the state of delivery. Target 2 standard deviation, and this manipulation should be, this total range, 2 standard deviation range, should be well within 50 pips, and this manipulation should be under 20 to 25 pips. Okay, we have got the rate now. So all we need to see is a change in state of delivery. We have the SMT at the moment, SMT at the highs, SMT between EU and GU. We'll take a trade if we see a change in state of delivery. Wow. I don't think the SMT. Okay, SMT has failed. Let's see. It should reach this level now. So this high is taken out in EU. Where is it? Is it? No. No, it's not taken out, but equal high has formed. Okay. But what else? There is no visible manipulation here. Only the only manipulation that we can see here is this one here. But the SMT formed after that. See, this was the SMT, right? So there is no visible manipulation for us yet. We should wait for it. I think price will reach the 2 standard deviation here, whereas in GU it may or may not. Let's see. So what are you looking for? Has SMT has failed? A trader has asked. I'm not quite following this, bro. So what are you looking for? Has SMT has failed? Okay, you're asking what am I looking for now that the SMT has failed. So this is what I'm expecting, bro. So I'm expecting a manipulation up higher because there is no manipulation that we can spot yet, right? So I'm expecting it to be formed now or later. So right now, in the 1 hour time frame, if we see where external liquidity is already taken on the buy side, so we have to see some kind of internal liquidity move. And also Asia has trended, right? It has expanded. So in London we can expect price to consolidate. So by consolidation the price is already moved up, so we can expect some kind of retracement to the internal liquidity. So that's what I'm currently expecting to happen. So what I need is I need to see a clear manipulation. Like it has to be SMT, it has to be a rate of liquidity, or it has to be session liquidity is already taken out, so it is ruled out. So right now what we can generally expect is taking out a clear liquidity equal highs or something like that, or it has to form SMT and make a change in state of delivery. So this is the current expectation that I have right now. So if I see this, then I'll take a trade. If I don't see this, then no trade for the day. Good morning, Dolfo. So trader has asked that in GU, if it give close below the true day open, then can we look for shots? Do we have a manipulation above the high, bro? That's what we have to check. See, uh, if you are using the true day open, then we have to use the 15-minute time frame. Do we have any visible manipulation here? Is there any swing highs? I mean, liquidity taken out, and do we have any CISD after that? We have this high being taken out, but this high is also taken out in EU as well. So where is the manipulation here? This is not a manipulation. Do we see any buildup of liquidity being taken out? No, this is just one single swing high. So this is not valid for a manipulation. Do we have any session liquidity taken out? Session liquidity is taken out in both Asian highs Asian highs is taken out in EU as well as in GU. So it's not the session liquidity as well, because the session liquidity was taken out first and then we saw another raid up higher as well. So this is not a valid session liquidity trade, because if it is a session liquidity, then once the raid is completed, we should see an immediate reversal. So do we have, so the session liquidity is completely ruled out. Do we have a SMT here? No. Then there is no right manipulation here. Okay. So it's not ideal for us to look for a short as of now. See what is happening in EU. Right now we have a SMT at the lows, because GU has taken out this low, right? But EU has not. I wanted to take a long here, but I asked myself whether if this manipulation is really a good one or not, because right now what price can do is it just has formed the high here for the H1 candle, sorry, a H4 candle. See, the high has just been formed, and if I see a close below this level, then it would be a scenario where there are overlapping breakers. We have bearish breaker right here and we have bullish breaker right here. So we will never know what will happen then if we have overlapping breaker. See, the price can go down as well, or it can go up as well. So this is a scenario where we should just patiently wait. If we think that if this is a strong one, if this is a strong manipulation, then we can trade based on that. So unless and until we see a strong manipulation, it's better for us to wait and not enter any kind of trade. Even if we don't get an entry today, that is fine. All we have to do is be patient and follow the process, because we need success for the long term. We don't want to take one trade and end for the entire life. No, we need to follow our process. We need to be patient. I'm planning to make a video on manipulations, bro. So it's not possible for me to show all the examples right now, but I will categorize them all, and I am planning to make a video very soon. Expect it to be released within a week. Okay. Also, in the meantime, make sure you have joined my Telegram channel. I'm posting my charts in the Telegram channel, so you can see how the manipulation forms, or what kind of setup, or how to take the confirmations for every setup. So you can check out the link in my YouTube channel description. You can go to the bento and tap into the Telegram channel link. You can join my Telegram channel link in that way. Okay, trader has asked that I was also looking for high time frame in GU as how it took the liquidity and displays low and gave daily CB and price is in daily CB. Let me check the daily CB now. So, okay, this daily CB, sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency in the daily time frame. Yeah, price is inside this daily CB, and it might display slower as well because we have this SMT, but it doesn't guarantee us that price is going to move upside. We may see a push down lower, take this liquidity, and then reverse up higher as well. So that can happen too. So Dolfo is saying that it looks like it might be just consolidate in this 4-hour candle and push higher from one of the 4-hour busy on New York. Yes, that can happen as well, very much. See if in the 4 hours, what we are seeing is, yeah, we should ideally see price tapping into this internal liquidity because the external liquidity has been taken out here. See here. External liquidity being taken out here, and price created this buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. So price could ideally tap into this and then move up higher. So the right thing to expect right now is we can expect a short-term retracement to the this busy here. So yeah, price could consolidate in this 4-hour candle, and then in the next 4-hour candle we can see price tapping into this FEG, creates a low for the 4-hour candle, and then it can go up higher in the NYKZ. Also, we have the FOMC meeting minutes today. Meeting minutes is not that important as the FOMC statement. But also not to forget that we have CPI tomorrow. That is a quite valid one. Today is day before CPI. So we expect these kind of erratic movements or consolidations to happen in LOKC. So that's what's happening. Standard protocol. It's important that we don't force any kind of trades. If we see my model is spotting the manipulation for the daily power of 3 and trading based on that. So if I see a right manipulation, then I can trade based off that. So if I don't see it, I should not force it. That's what I would tell you guys as well. Don't force a trade if you don't clearly see your setup. I trade only the EU and GU, bro, and I trade the NQ as well, but I don't trade the exotics. In Forex, I trade only EU or GU. As expected, price is moving down, so it is going for this inefficiency to grab the inter liquidity. So for today's London Open session, I think the move has already gone. It is not my model because I trade only the breaker reversal model here. The move came from the order block here because as I explained in the morning, this manipulation is way over 25 pips. It's about 40 pips, I guess. Yeah, around 40 pips. So I don't want to trade this breaker here because see, the larger the manipulation, the larger the expansion as well. But we don't have the space for this expansion. I don't expect price to trade through this Asian lows here because we have inefficiency here. So because of this, price could reverse up higher as well. So that's why I'm not expecting price to take out the Asian lows here, and that's why I did not trade this change in state of delivery here. Also, we don't have any SFT. We don't have any session liquidity rate, making it this move down a high probability one. So I decided to skip it. So as of now, as the move has already started and it is reaching for this inefficiency here, I think it's okay to stop trading for today and looking for setups. So we'll end the stream here. If you have any questions or doubts, you can ask now, or we can end the stream and we will connect again tomorrow at 2 a.m. Guys, if you have any questions, please do let me know in the comments. If not, we'll end the stream and we'll connect tomorrow by 2 a.m. EST. You're welcome, Dolfo. Thank you for joining the stream and welcome to my channel. No NY session today, bro, because I don't want to trade for a long time. So I'm thinking of taking only trades, taking only the streams during the London. I may look for setups in the NY session, but I don't plan to stream it. So I'll update in the Telegram channel. Do you have any other questions, guys? Right. Okay, then we'll end the stream right here. We'll meet again tomorrow at 2 a.m. EST. Bye, guys. Take care.